All right, we have Rick Young, SVP of Global Products at LTNGlobal. How you doing, sir?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing great. The cool thing is I can't pass LTN without chatting with these guys. A couple years back, I wanted to get into the live shot business, or just so I could do it. And kind of turns into bragging rights for a studio too. It's a lot of fun. And we started doing live shots with a lot of networks at Broadcast Beat Studios. And then we wanted to build another facility. We built a second facility downtown Fort Lauderdale. We work with ABC News, CBS, Fox, CNN all the time. Love it. Love the technology you have. You guys have innovated so much. But there might be things that people don't realize that you provide. Let's just talk about that and how you've evolved over the years.
Sure. Awesome. Well, first of all, it's always great to have folks like you on our network and take advantage of the ability to hit locations all over the world. So last couple of years, LTN's really evolved a great deal. We've added a whole lot of new technology to our stack. I think folks know us best as a global IP transmission network, exactly why you were leveraging our technology. But over the last couple of years, we've added a bunch of new services, LTN Arc, LTN Wave, that are really all about sort of creating the right versions of content for the right destinations and the right platforms. So we're sort of more than just sort of moving video from point A to B or point A to 1,000 locations. We're really taking the next generation and adding real value into the network.
So when you're saying versions, are you talking about, hopefully I don't get this wrong, maybe ad insertion, but probably more like different languages and things?
All of the above, right? Yeah. So on the live event side, for example, we're working with Televisa Univision's ViX platform, and we're doing 5,000 live soccer games, live baseball games, and we're taking those games and we're versioning them with language tracks. We're putting custom graphics on them. We're putting the appropriate ad triggers in them. So that's on the live event side.
So you're doing remote production services, REMI production, right? Basically, and then versioning and then sending it out?
Well, we're taking the primary produced feed, so the already switched feed, the primary feed, and we're creating a secondary or a tertiary version of that and distributing it to the ViX platform, and then it could go to any other platform as well. So we're taking something that's already made, leveraging that investment, and now putting it on additional platforms.
Wow, crazy. It's awesome.
And it is awesome. And then we do the same thing on the channel side too with LTN Wave. We just announced, for example, a deal this year we just announced with MSG Network, so the big sports network, the regional sports network. And we're moving those folks off of satellite and onto our network, leveraging this global network that you talked about at the top. And then networks and broadcasters like MSG can then take that channel once it's on our network and put the appropriate ad load for the appropriate platform. They can start replacing content if they want to. They can start customizing it with languages. Really, once you get content into our ecosystem and into our network, possibilities are endless.
Yeah, and we have the Leaf system, so we don't do our scheduling, of course. So say Fox Business, Fox News, CNN, whatever, they book us. They just call us, hey, is everything, were you available? And they schedule it in the system. It's so easy in the LTN cloud platform. It's amazing stuff. Thank you so much. So one last question. What does it mean to you guys to be at a show like this? It's the Centennial, it's NAB Show. This is your audience. You're with all your peers. So you're seeing friends and stuff, but you're celebrating the Centennial and you're with your audience,
So it's 100 years, right? It's NAB's 100 years. And if somebody asked me earlier how many of those years I've been to NAB, and I'm embarrassed to admit that it could be like 25 of those years. So it's like a quarter, which is a little scary. It's just great to be here. I mean, we spend a lot of time listening, right? I listen more than I talk at NAB, which is perfect for the product guy. So it's just great to hear and absorb and maybe have a cocktail in the evening. It's a fun experience. As exhausting as it might be, it's a fun experience.
Wow. So Thomas M. somewhere in New York, probably New York City, just texted a message in and said, couldn't do it all without LTN. That's pretty cool. We've been getting a lot of messages from audience throughout the week. But we're going to toss this now, and thanks so much. We're going to toss this now to an interview with Fluotech from yesterday.